charismatic.
Hello guys and welcome back. I'm sorry for the content drought you had for the past few weeks. As I said in my previous video, I really didn't like some of the changes made in 1.8.0. But gladly we're up to 1.8.1 and some changes have been made and some of the major issues I had were fixed. So it's time for another State of the Game video. By the way, I'm planning on making this a regular thing. I'm gonna try to make one of these videos for each upcoming patch. And of course the video will vary in length based on how many changes there were made. So this time things are looking up, at least for me. So a lot of the problems, as I mentioned, a lot of the problems I had were fixed. So the battle bonus system is still a thing, and I still think it's a really good thing compared to what was in the game. But it did get reworked just a little bit. First of all, as far as I know, there was this huge issue that elite status was not really worth it anymore because the bonus was too small. Now that was hot fixed, so it's not actually a change in 1.8.1, it was fixed prior to this. Now the elite bonus gets applied after the battle bonus, so it gives you 10% of your total including your battle bonus, so that's pretty good. The battle bonus itself did get a bit rebalanced to make games without battle bonus a little bit more rewarding, which is not a bad thing. And the other changes to battle bonus is that they reduced the recharge time on it. So on your veteran fleet, the battle bonus will recharge in 10 minutes, and on your legendary fleet it's gonna recharge in 20 minutes. Also, the amount of credits you need to reset your battle bonus if you don't want to wait for it has been reduced, which is a great thing. And yeah, there's a dev note saying basically they saw that these changes needed to be made. Now some officer briefings got changed. It's the ones that got changed is it's a trap and adrenaline shot. It's a trap has been remade to get on my good side. So basically it's a trap that's something that reduced your damage if you were taking damage from behind you. And this meant that some players did some strange things, like headed into battle, turned completely around, so ass first. And the devs didn't like this because it's stupid, so it's understandable that they didn't like it. And now it has been changed to instead reduce damage you take from your side. Adrenaline shot is has been boosted basically by about 50% from what I see, a bit more maybe. And that's about it. Now the big change, well, not change, the big fix is more like it, is that team elimination mode is back. I have a slight observation here. Maybe it's just my luck since coming back, maybe it's something else. But team elimination mode is, in my honest opinion, no longer the go-to mode for healers. Now don't get me wrong, it's still very good and very fun for healers. It just isn't utterly superior as it was. It's more on par with Team Deathmatch. I did have both Team Elimination games and Team Deathmatch games that were very rewarding for me. Now, as I said, this might just be some random luck of draw that I did get more Team Deathmatches that were pretty good. Other than that, the daily contracts have been adjusted so they're easier to complete in an actual day. I was reading that verbatim from the patch notes. Now I do have to mention that the daily contracts as they are mostly useless for people who primarily play healers. They're pretty much impossible to complete at all let alone in a day, so this change it really doesn't affect me. And apparently they also changed a bit how GP rewards for career progression are awarded, so it's a smoother curve. Moving on to bug fixes. So a very important bug fix is that you don't keep battle bonus anymore if you force quit the game or return to outpost. Some of the currency icons have been changed in places they should have been changed already. Of course, team elimination mode has been fixed. Also, team elimination mode fighter jets have been rebalanced apparently. Now, they did seem a bit more useful than they did before, but it's still not a great deal more useful, so they're still basically just a glorified spectator mode mostly. I do find that the missile defense jet is superior in utility to all others. You can prevent a lot of damage, so sadly not enough people take it, I think. I always try to take it if I'm not too salty about just being blown up. Okay, and apparently there were some glitches with the ship destruction explosions that got fixed, and a bug with the camera snapping that was fixed, and some vanity items were added into the game, so basically visuals. About these, they're probably a good way for Dreadnought to make money, but I really can't really care about these. And that's about it for the patch notes, guys. The one thing I need to mention is that currently there is a pretty nasty bug in the game. After you finish matchmaking and start going into the game, sometimes you will just get thrown out. It will say that you have left the game room. And up to yesterday, you lost your battle bonus when this occurred. Now, I do not know if this was fixed by a hotfix or if it's RNG, but it did happen to me 2 times today, and neither of those 2 times did I lose my battle bonus. So at least you waste a few minutes in the matchmaking that won't actually get you into a game, which is not ideal, of course, but at least you do not seem to lose your battle bonus anymore, unless it's completely random whether you lose it or not. Since team elimination mode is back, and in general the points per heal you get in each game mode have been boosted due to the rebalancing, I will be getting back into the game since it feels fun again. I really like the game. So thank you guys for listening. That's the state of the game in 1.8.1. Thank you, goodbye.